Hello guys, welcome to Kamalasir's English classes. Dear guys, I have explained the different uses of a or an in previous classes. Today I am going to elaborate some of the special uses of the or the definite article. Truly speaking, the or the plays a very important role in the domain of English grammar. It regulates the entire noun or noun system in the part of speech. That's why it is my request, dear guys, you watch this video from beginning to end in a different notion. Don't skip any portion of the video and attempt to capture all the tricks and tips associated with the use of definite article the or they. Right? Let's start the discussion now. Dear guys, now we shall discuss definite article the or the. A question may occur to your mind, why it is called definite article? The very simple answer to the question is, it is called definite article because it refers to a particular or a specific person, thing or place. Right? Now, we shall go for discussion the pronunciation side of the definite article. THE. THE is pronounced as the when it is used before a noun that produces consonant sound at its beginning. Like this. The. Or you say in Odia, the. When it is pronounced as the, it is pronounced as the when it is used before a word that produces consonant sound at its beginning. For example, table. It produces consonant sound at its beginning. Ta, table. Similarly, chair. It produces a consonant sound at its beginning. Chair, cha. Similarly, pen. It produces consonant sound at its beginning. Fee, pen. Then another example, book. It produces consonant sound at its beginning. B, book. That's why while you are pronouncing this word, these words, I mean table or chair or pen or book, we THE is pronounced as the. The table, the chair, the pen, the book. Right? On the other hand, when THE is used before a word which produces vowel sound at its beginning, the very word THE is pronounced as the. Okay? The very word THE is pronounced as the when it is used before a word which produces vowel sound at its beginning. For example, apple. It produces vowel sound at its beginning a. Apple. Igloo. It produces vowel sound at its beginning e. Similarly, umbrella. It produces consonant vowel sound o at its beginning. Umbrella. And again, inkpot. It produces the vowel sound at its beginning e. Inkpot. That's why THE is here pronounced as the apple, the igloo, the umbrella, the inkpot. Okay? Now we shall deduce conclusion that when THE is used before a word which produces consonant sound at its beginning, THE is pronounced as the. When, on the other hand, th is used before a word that produces vowel sound at its beginning, we pronounce that very word the. Okay, dear guys, now we shall discuss the definite article the, where the definite article the or the is used, where and when it is used. Okay, you look at the board and mark the points. The first point is the is used before repeated noun. What do you mean by repeated noun? When a noun is used again and again, that is called repeated noun. Whenever we use or we talk about a noun for the first time, we use n before a or n before it, and whenever we talk about the same noun, same person, same thing or same place for the second time, third time, fourth time and multiple time, we use the before it. You look at the board. For example, once upon a time there was a king. A king. The king was very powerful. The king. The king had the king had two sons. So you look at the board. Whenever we talk about the king for the first time, a has been used before it. And whenever we talk about the king for the second time, a or a is no more used before it. The has been used. Because you try your best to find out the reason. And whenever we talk about the same noun king for the third time, again the is used. Okay, another example you take. There was an apple tree. The apple tree was very big. The apple tree had a lot of fruit. Here, whenever we talk about apple tree for the first time, n has been used according to the sound it produces at its beginning. And whenever the second time we talk about the apple tree, the has been used. And whenever we talk about the same apple tree for the third time, again the has been used. Okay. So we shall deduce conclusion here that whenever we repeated a noun again and again, when we talk about the noun may be a place, maybe person, maybe thing. Whenever we are talking about a noun for the first time, we use a or n according to the sound it produces before it. And whenever we talk about the same noun for the second time, third time, fourth time, again and again, multiple time, we no more use a or n, but we use the or the before it according to the sound it produces. Clear? Now we shall go for the second point. First point is covered. Second point. The is used before holy books and famous literary books. The is used before holy books or scriptures, or you say famous or great literary books. For example, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Bible, the Quran, the Arabian Nights, the Gitanjali, the Merchant of Venice, the Julius Caesar. So many books are there, important books are there. So many holy scriptures are there, like the Adi Grantha, the Upanishad, the Gita, etc. So, for the second point, we can deduce conclusion that the is used before holy books or holy scriptures and great or famous literary books, like this. Then we shall go for the third point, nationality or race. The is used before the name of nationality or race. For example, the Indians, the Americans, the English, the Dutch, the Scottish, the Chinese, and so on. Okay, so the or these used before nationality or nation. Then we shall go for the fourth point, that is direction. Before the name of directions, always we use the or the. How? You look at the board. The east, the west, the south, the north, the eastern, the western, the northern, the southern, the northeast, the southeast, the northwest, the southwest, etc. These are the directions. So always we use the before directions. Otherwise, the sentence where the direction word has been used will become wrong. Suppose take for example, the sun rises in east. It is wrong. The sun rises in the east. So it is a correct sentence. Now we shall go for the fourth point, that is ordinal number. You know two types of numbers are there, cardinal number and ordinal number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. These are called cardinal numbers. Before cardinal number, the or the is not used. But before ordinal number, which are ordinal number? First, second, third, fourth, hundredth, next, the same, the last, all these are included in ordinal number. So before ordinal number, the or the is used according to the sound it produces. For example, you look at the board, the first, the second, the third, the next, the same, the last, etc. If we say a sentence, my uncle lives on third floor of this building, the sentence is incorrect or wrong because the has not been used before third or second. The correct sentence will be, my uncle lives on the third floor of the building. It is a correct sentence, grammatical sentence. Otherwise, if the is not used before the ordinal number, the sentence will be ungrammatical. Okay, I think you must have understood the use of the. So we shall deduce conclusion here that the is used before repeated nouns, the is used before holy scriptures, holy books, great literary books, the is used before the name of nationality or race, the is used before the name of directions, and the is used before ordinal numbers, not before cardinal numbers, before ordinal numbers. Right? The sixth point is heavenly bodies. Heavenly bodies are celestial bodies, or the bodies which are unique of their own kind. They always take the or the before them. For example, the sun, the moon, the sky, the stars, the Venus, the Mercury, the Earth, the Mars, the Jupiter, the Saturn, the Neptune, the Uranus, the Rohini, etc. All these are heavenly bodies or celestial bodies, or you say these bodies are unique of their own kind. So such nouns always take the or the before them. If the or the is not used before them, the sentence will be ungrammatical or wrong from the grammatical point of view. Suppose take for example, if we say sun rises in the east, the sentence is totally wrong. The correct sentence will be, the sun rises in the east. The must be used before the celestial body or heavenly body sun. So the celestial bodies are these: the sun, the moon, the sky, the 8 planets like the Venus, the Mercury, the Earth, the Mars, the Jupiter, the Saturn, the Neptune, the you say Uranus, and other moons and baby moons, satellites. They can also we can also use before them the definite article the or the. Then we shall go for the sixth point is over. Then we shall go for seventh point. The name of government and non-government departments. You have to remember, before the name of government and non-government departments, always the or the is used. How? You look at the board. The Department of Education, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Defense, the Department of Mathematics, the Department of Home, the Department of History, the Department of Physics, the Department of Chemistry, the Department of Mines. Before the name of every department, the definite article the or the is used. Clear? Then we shall go for eighth point. Designation or title of heads. Before the designation or titles of the institutional heads, or you say organizational heads, always the definite article the or the is used. For example, the principal. Principal is the head of the institution. The headmaster, the head of the institution. That's why the has been used before their designation. The collector, the tahsildar, the BDO, the prime minister, the president, the vice president, the CM, chief minister, the secretary, the director, etc. These are the designations. Before the name of the designation of such persons, always the is used because they are the head, institutional head, or you say they are the head of a particular portfolio. And then we shall go for point number 9, musical instrument. Before the name of musical instruments, always the or the is used. For example, the tabla, the piano, the harp which is used by Ganesh Saraswati, the harp, the flute which is used by Lord Krishna, the guitar, the drum, the trumpet, the harmonium, the sayanine, etc. These are the musical instruments. Always before musical instruments, the or the is used. And point number 10, newspaper, magazine and periodicals. Before the name of newspapers, before the name of magazines and periodicals, always the or the is used. For example, the Times of India, the Indian Express, the Statesman, the Amrit Bazar Patrika, the Samaj, the Dharitri, the Competition Master, the Competition Refresher, the Wisdom, the Competition Digest, etc. These are the name of newspapers, or you say magazines or periodicals. So we shall deduce your conclusion that if before the name of heavenly bodies, before the name of government and non-government departments, before the designation or title of the institutional heads or organizational heads, before the name of musical instruments, and before the name of newspapers, magazines and periodicals, always the is used. If the is not used before them, the sentence will be wrong or ungrammatical. So we are bound to use the before them when we are using in sentences in our day-to-day life. So you should remember this. Now we shall go for point number 11. The is used before 3 wings of defense. How many wings are there in the Department of Defense? 3 wings: Army, Navy, Air Force. And you have to remember it. Always the definite article the is used before the 3 wings of defense. For example, the army, the Navy, the Air Force, etc. Clear? Then you see, now we shall go for point number 12. The superlative degree of adjective. We know in the conjugation of adjective, 3 degrees are there: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. The is always used before the superlative degree of adjective. For example, the best, or you say the worst, the biggest, the highest, the most beautiful, etc. Okay. Then point number 13. The double comparative of adjective. Double comparative of adjectives, we know the is used before the superlative degree of adjective, but sometimes the is also used before double comparative. In the before the comparative degrees. When two comparative degree of adjectives are used and both the adjectives of direct variation relationship between them, means double comparative, means direct variation relation is there with them, then even if they are in comparative degree, the will be used before them. For example, the higher you go, the cooler you feel, means there is a direct variation relationship. The more you read, the more you learn. We follow this or not? So when there is direct variation relationship between two adjectives which are in comparative degree, even if they are in comparative degree, the will be used before it. Though we know only the is used before superlative degree of adjective, but in these cases we can also use the before comparative degree of adjectives. Then we shall go for point number 14. The is used before the adjectives to make them noun, to make them plural noun. For example, the rich. The rich means rich is adjective, but when the is used before it, it becomes plural noun. The rich people. It means rich people. The poor means the poor people. The blind means the blind people. The dead means the dead people. The unemployed means the unemployed people. The injured means the injured people. The educated means the educated people. The elite means the elite people. So whenever we use the before adjectives, they immediately turn into plural noun. Then we shall go for point number 15. The is used before deserts and famous canals. The is always used before deserts, name of deserts and famous canals like the Thar, the Chile, the Kalahari, the Sahara, the Patagonia. So many deserts are there in the world. So Thar is located in India, in Rajasthan. Then the Chile, the canals like the Suez Canal, the Panama Canal, and the Talganda Canal. Talganda Canal is located in our state Odisha. It is the biggest canal in Odisha. So we shall deduce a conclusion that the is used before the three wings of defense. The is used before the three wings of defense. The is used before the superlative degree of adjectives. The is also used before comparative degree of adjectives where they are, direct variation relationship with them, means if one variable is increasing, another is increasing. One is decreasing, another is decreasing. That is called direct variation relationship. And if the is used before the adjectives to make them plural noun, the is used before the canals and deserts of the world. So we have to remember it, and we should apply it in our day-to-day practical life to write, to speak correct sentence. Okay, now we shall discuss the point 16. This point says the is used before the name of banks. Okay, the or the is always used before the name of a banks. For example, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, the SBI, State Bank of India, the PNB, Punjab National Bank, the Allahabad Bank, the Central Bank, etc. Okay. Then point number 17, the is used before the name of political parties. Always the is used before the name of political parties. For example, the National Congress, the BJP, the BJD, the TMC, the ADIMK. These are the name of the political parties. The is always used before the name of political parties. Then point number 18. The is used before the name of clubs. For example, the Lions Club, the Rotary Club, the Gandhi Club, the Netaji Club, etc. and etc. Similarly, the point number 19, the is used before the name of a dynasty. For example, the Gupta dynasty, the Maurya dynasty, the Surya dynasty, the Kusan dynasty. Okay. So before the name of a dynasty, Bansa, we use the before them. These are the examples of dynasties. Then we shall go for point number 20. The is used before historical events. The is used when we are talking about the historical events. For example, the World War First, the World War Second, the Kalinga War, the French Revolution, the Sipai Mutiny, the Battle of Panipat, etc. and etc. Okay, dear guys, this video has consumed a lot of time. It is going to be very long. So the rest of the points I shall discuss it in the another video. And finally, ultimately, it is my request, dear guys, if you think my teaching, the information that I serve you, if it is helpful for you, please don't forget to like, share, and comment. And moreover, those are watching my channel for the first time, it is my request for them, please press the bell icon and subscribe my channel so that whenever I upload new videos, you will get immediate notification. Thank you for watching my video. May God bless you. All the best.